Evening, everyone. We are going to start, as I apparently always do, in our cat-cow. So let's go ahead and come onto all fours, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Before we settle into that cat-cow, just start circling those hips any way that feels good to you. Getting a little blood flowing, waking up the wrists. And take it to the other side if you're circling. We're going to do one wrist stretch before we settle in. So from here, just flip so your fingertips are pointing towards you and the top of your hands are on the mat. So palms face up, fingertips face towards you, and very gently lean back. So stretching the wrists, stretching the forearms. If we tend to type like this all day, then just flipping that motion around a little. You can also take circles here if you want. Just keep a lot of the weight on your knees because this can be pretty intense for these small joints. Reverse if you're circling. The longest it's taken to get to cat-cow, but here we are. Flip those hands, fingers point away, palms on the floor, wrists under the shoulders. And from here, inhale, drop the hips, lift the head. And exhale, arch the back, pull that belly button to the spine, push the floor away. Good, inhale, look up, open that chest. Exhale, cat, opening across the back. Keep it up here, big inhale. And exhale. Good, big inhale. Couple more like this. We're still just getting started, so if you just joined, hop right in. Big exhale, really push the floor away, create more space for that head. Last one, big inhale. And exhale, arch that back. Good, from here, walk your knees back, lower your chest towards the floor, face down. From here, take your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, gently press the floor away. Coming up slightly, opening across the chest, extending the spine. Exhale, lower down. We'll do a few of these, so start nice and small. Big inhale. Don't push it before that spine's ready. And exhale, lowering back down. Big inhale. Push into the floor a little more. Extend a little higher. Good, exhale, come down. If you're ready, you can lift that whole torso up on your inhale, so you're straightening those arms, opening the chest, but also getting into the hip flexors, lower part of the torso, lower down. Last one, big inhale, press up. And exhale, lower down. From here, you're going to cactus your arms out. So elbows 90 degrees, palms facing down. So if you can't see me, I'm just going to show you. Your arms should look like this, pressing into the floor. From here, lift your right foot up just an inch. Start to cross your right leg over the left as you press your left pec into the floor. So you're opening up on the right side, pressing left side of your body into the mat. We want to feel a stretch in the left pec, left shoulder. So we're still opening up across that front body. Breathe through. One more big inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Let's do that on the other side. Press that right shoulder firmly into the floor. Lift the left foot 1 inch off the mat, cross it over the right, opening towards the left side of the room. Nice and slow, don't push too hard here. You want to feel a stretch but not a strain. 2 more breaths. Last inhale. And exhale, come back to center. From here, take your hands under the chest, press back into your down dog. And then right away, we're gonna just walk our hands back to our feet. We're not gonna hang out in down dog today. Take the feet hip width apart, cross opposite hand to opposite elbow, and let that head hang heavy. You can bend the knees here as needed. You can start to bend and then press into extension slowly. Getting a little deeper stretch each time. All right, when you found that position you want to be in, stay hanging. We're going to start to sway side to side, nice and gently. So we're stretching those hamstrings, also maybe feeling some release in the lower back. Come back to center. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Release the hands, stay folded. You're going to cross the right foot over the left. So right foot comes over the left. Bend your right knee and straighten that left leg as much as you can. You can wiggle, sway a little side to side until you find the exact positioning that provides the most relief. Focusing on our hamstrings, also some of the glute medius in the left, so that's the outside part of your left hip. If you can't touch the floor, you can have your hands on the knees, on the shins, wherever is comfortable for you. Just focus pressing that left foot down, straightening that left leg. One more inhale. Exhale, switch it out. That left foot comes forward. We're still hanging. Good. Right leg stays straight. We bend that left leg. Try and bring your chest to your left thigh if you can. Good. If you need, you can bend and re-straighten that back leg. That's fine. Push that hip out a little, getting into the smaller muscle at the top of the glute. One more inhale. Exhale, uncross those legs, bend the knees, and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up, relax. When it does, shake it out, clasp your hands behind your back, pull down and away, open up across the front of the body one more time. So feeling this between the shoulders, across the chest. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, release, and shake it out. All right, targeting that lower body now. Right foot comes forward, left leg comes straight behind you. You can keep your hands at your chest or reach up to the sky. If you're struggling with your balance, just take a wider stance. So you'll bring your right foot out a little, left foot out a little. It'll provide more of a base for you. From here, bend that right knee over the right ankle. Pull your right hip back, press your left hip forward. So right now we want to be feeling an opening on the left side. That's our extended leg, our back leg. We're going to bend both knees, deepen that stretch. Here we go. Inhale at the top, Exhale, come down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Keep pushing that left hip forward. We have 6 more just like this. Pull your shoulders down away from the ears, so keeping space in that upper body while our lower body works for a bit. Last 3. 2 and 1. Come up, keep this lunge. From here, you're gonna reach your right arm behind you, grab your left hamstrings. Not really grab, kind of just place on your left hamstrings. If you can't get all the way there, just kind of come and reach towards the left side of the room. So we're twisting here. Right hand, back of the left leg. Start to lean back slightly. If this is too much, bring that back knee down to the ground, but keep that reach. Otherwise, we're up. We're pushing our left hip forward. We're leaning back, eyes to the sky. If your left hip flexor is tight, this is a combination of really nice and a little bit painful. Keep holding. Breathe through it. 1 more breath. Big inhale. And exhale, lower yourself all the way to the ground. Left knee comes to the floor. Bring that right arm up to the sky. Hold here, keep pushing that left hip forward, getting deeper into those hip flexors. So, I know you've all taken this stretch with me before, but as a reminder, hip flexor is what brings our knee up to our chest. So right now, we're pressing that hip down away from the knee, opening it up, undoing all the sitting that we were doing during the day. 1 more big inhale. And exhale, shift the hips over the left knee, straighten the right leg. If you need, you can inch that right heel forward a little bit more. Hands to the floor. Inhale, exhale. From here, you can point and flex that foot. Flexing will give you deeper stretch in the hamstrings, but also start to open up in the calves as well. So if you have tight calves, you definitely want to try and flex those right toes towards your face. A couple more just like this. Come to steady, walk those hands outside the right leg. This is still, hands down, my favorite stretch of the moment right now. Tight hamstrings, tight glutes. We'll work on those here. So hands outside the right leg. Again, you can rock side to side, shift a little bit, trying to get into the glutes, the outer part of the hips. Keep breathing. Let's take 3 more breaths together. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, send that air directly into the left leg, left glute, left lower back even. Last breath, big inhale. And exhale, come back to center. We're going to take that right foot back, press up into our down dog. This time, walk your hands to your feet so we are at the front of our mat. And from there, roll up nice and slow. I kind of rushed that, I apologize. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So take that right foot back, left leg forward now. Hands at your chest or reaching tall to the ceiling. Pushing that right hip forward, immediately feeling that stretch in the front of the right leg. Inhale and exhale, bend the knees. Inhale to lift. Take it down. You don't have to come down as far. Just feel a deepening in that stretch, and you'll know you're doing it right. We've got 3 more. Last 2 and 1. Come on up from here. Take that left hand, reach behind you to your right hamstrings. Left hand on the back of the right leg, right arm to the ceiling and lean back. Again, you have the option to drop that back knee early and just focus on that opening, not worrying about the balance component. Good, keep holding. 3 more breaths. Last 2. Last inhale. And exhale, lower to the floor, knees bent. Bring that left arm up to meet the right. Keep pushing that right hip forward, intensifying that stretch. Really just feel the soft tissue in your body elongate along that right side. 2 more breaths. Last one, big inhale, and on that exhale, shift the hips back, lengthen that left leg, hands come down. If you need, bring that heel a little bit more forward. Take a couple of breaths as we just settle into this position. And when you're ready, start to point and flex the foot. That's it. Couple more. All right, let's hold and walk our hands outside of our left leg. I'll flip it around for you. So you can stay right where you are, walking the hands outside the left leg, deepening the stretch on that left side of the body. If you feel a pull in the back of your knee that doesn't feel like a muscle, like it's not really helping you, you can add a slight bend, should get rid of that tightness and let you focus on the muscle groups. So usually that could be something like a nerve. You don't necessarily need to stretch that. Excellent. Let's take 3 more breaths. Last 2. And last 1. Come back to center, sit back. Bring those legs straight in front of you and just give them a little shake. I know we're stretching, but they're also working to enable us to find these positions. So a little bit of love, you can take it side to side, up and down. All right, let's bend those knees, lower ourselves slowly onto the mat for our glute bridge. So bring your heels back so that you can just graze your feet with your fingertips. So not too far back, not too far away. Take a big inhale and exhale, drive those hips to the sky. Squeeze your glutes. Start to walk your shoulder blades under your chest so you can open across the chest, across the hips. Push those knees forward. Three more breaths. Can you lift those hips a little bit higher? Try and find that straight line from your shoulders to your hips, to your knees. 2 more breaths. Last inhale. And on the exhale, release, lower down with control. From here, lift the right foot, take the right ankle on the left knee, thread your hands between your legs, grab behind the left thigh, gently pull those legs towards you. As your legs come back, push your hips forward, press your lower back into the mat. So we don't want to just rush that stretch, pull all the way in. We want to create some tension so we can stretch that soft tissue. Hips press forward, legs come back. Keep breathing. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can reach and grab on top of the shin. That's option 1. You can also kind of press your right knee away from you. So keeping your hands where they are, just kind of push the right ankle harder into that left knee and open up a little in the hips. Take 2 more breaths. Last one. And release. Switch it out. Left ankle on the right knee. Thread those hands through. Grab the hamstrings or the shin. Start to pull your left knee to chest as you press your hips forward. Sometimes pushing that top leg, our left leg right now, away can be more effective than really yanking on that bottom right leg. So find that kind of push-pull tension that works for you today. Good. 3 more breaths. Last 2. And 1 more big inhale. Exhale, release the left leg. Pull both knees into the chest. From here, move both knees together in a small circle, massaging that lower back against the mat. And switch directions. From here, you can start to rock your way to a seated position or bring your hands down to the side and push yourself up to a cross-legged position. I like a couple rocks, it's a little bit more of a massage. Then just come into that cross-legged position, doesn't matter which leg is on top. Last spinal twist and we are done. So big inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, rotate to the right. Take that left hand on the right knee, right hand comes behind you. Keep lifting that head towards the ceiling. Try not to collapse towards the back of the room. Rather, press forward and twist. Try and look over that right shoulder. Keep holding, keep twisting. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, twist over to the other side. That's it. Really try and elongate that spine. If you think about twisting a towel, wringing it dry, you kind of pull it apart and twist it. That's what we want to do here. Push the seat down, lift the head. 2 more breaths. Last inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. And we are all done for today. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, if you have requests, just feel free to ping me Friday or Monday and I'll work them into our little session. Otherwise, have a great rest of the day.
Thanks, Andrea.